welcome to the Sly&Wesh podcast. My name is Sly&Wanjera.
My name is Wesh, and this is a podcast that focuses on raising self-awareness and raising awareness about being introspective and reflecting and really focusing on improving your internal life so that your outside world reflects your inside world.
Ooh, absolutely. And in that breath, we're going to be talking about social issues and the day-to-day challenges we face as young adults in Kenya, Africa. And we are going to be talking about issues that affect us and how they affect our internal lives and our interpersonal relationships and the society at large. So this is episode 2, and we're going to be pushing the conversation further because on the previous episode we were talking about the positive impact that social media has in our lives. We just touched on it more or less, but on this one I feel like we're going to delve deeper because we're going to get into the negativity the negativity of it all, because it's a lot. Lot, and we need to talk about it. It's an ongoing conversation. It's not going to be a thing that ends, a conversation that ends. So that is what you can expect on this episode for today. Babe, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's get started.
What are you feeling? What are you feeling about the negative things for social media? Are there a lot?
There are a lot, but social media is here to stay. So the best thing we can do for ourselves is to learn how to navigate it and use it for our benefits and mitigate the damages, because it's impossible to say you're unaffected or as long as you're on social media. But there's so many people who are usually like me, social media does not affect me. It affects you, friend.
Girl.
It does.
Subconsciously and consciously for others, it affects us in different ways. And there's a thin line between, now it's you to decide or to draw the boundary or the line for yourself on how is it impacting you negatively and positively, and
even curate your page, your whatever, so that you can see content that's actually helping you and that you want to see, rather than being, because even sometimes you see a lot of traumatic things, like someone being shot, or something happen,
fights,
something that you're not prepared for in Akuruin. You cannot tell me you're going to see someone being shot and just go on about your day.
Actually, there's a lot of traumatic, especially on Twitter. I feel like it's a lot. It's a lot of negativity. You are bombarded, basically. You can't, sometimes it's hard to filter through, sometimes it's hard to filter, but you actually have the power. There's this thing, nani akisema mambo ya self-care, online self-care.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. It should be a thing. We should talk about that, actually.
So what's your biggest, the biggest drawback personally that you've seen with social media? For me personally,
it's the self-perception. How you'll just be online on Instagram every single day of your life and you realize it's chipping into your self-confidence or self-perception and self-worth and how you view yourself, basically. Unaanza kuona these people are thriving, this so-and-so has gone sijui where, sijui who has created content for the last 3 years, they've been consistent. Oh my God, I must be the laziest, most unambitious, disgusting person. And you find that for real it stalls me. Me najipatanga, I stall on most of my projects. I'm overthinking. Because I'm just there's no way I'm like those people. There's no, it's the other side, the other side of the coin of what we were saying about inspo. You'll see inspiring content and you'll be motivated to do it, and you'll see you can achieve that. But now the other side of the coin is, can I really? Do I have all those clothes?
The thing is with social media is you usually see afterwards. You don't know this person has been toiling for 5 years behind the scenes, but you're just seeing them blowing up. Because think about it, when you're working towards something, when you start getting awards or winning or whatever, it's like a domino. They just keep coming. Then it looks like you just
blew up.
And you've blown up and
nobody's seeing the work.
But we don't see. It's so instant gratification. Even you want as soon as you post your first picture.
That's actually how it actually specifically affects me. You'll just do a reel and then you think your reel will get you clients, but you forget this person has done reels for 6 years. They've done videos for 6 years. That's why they are collaborating with these people. But the actual outcome, ukionanga tu outcome highlights, people post highlights. Actually, nilikuwa nasikiza nani akisema venye tunaweza kwa tunalia, like we spend the night sobbing or talking about sad things, and then when you're on your stories, of course you're not crying. You're just posting your makeup and whatever, and people will just think, gosh, this girl is usually so happy. But yeah, for me, for sure, it's definitely self-perception. Now also body stuff. Image, body image. Just see, me, I've struggled with that body image thing for a minute, but I think it would have been way less white, not for social media.
If you're not like constantly seeing.
Yeah, if I'm not constantly seeing Lori Harvey and Cuban Link, I don't know if you still know Cuban Link, need them 50 Cent. My God. If you're just seeing those babes constantly, and then you're in the gym for 6 months, and you're still flabby, it's like, what am I the problem, honestly? Is it me, Jesus? Literally. So that's definitely a big one for me, just how I view myself, your comparison.
I think the main one I've noticed is the validation. Like everything, when you post something, you want people to react a certain way. First of all, you want people to react. Second, you want them to react a certain way. And if they don't, then it means
it's ain't shit.
I can never ever do this again. It's horrible.
And atakama you liked it. Atakama you liked it initially because you're posting because you like it. But because someone else has not validated it, it's like, am I even cute?
Ugly, I go home. And I hide my face forever.
That's a big one.
It's a big one I feel like it affects a lot of us. Even if you just post, even not pictures of yourself, even if it's like work, especially if it's something you've worked on, and you post it and it doesn't get response, you're like, oh my god. Please note haujakuwa ukipost, so who is expecting you?
Even the algorithm is not working on your benefit.
Baby. It can't be on your side.
Is there any other thing except now the posting? Is there any like validation you feel you need even from social media, you as a person?
It's me as a creative, not even me as a person. It's me as a creative, because that much I know. And it's the same problem of like beginning, because it's like unaona mtu ako like, I can do better than that. But how are you doing though? It doesn't matter. It matters mwenye amefanya kitu na ameweka out there.
True.
And you power through it's shitty or it's not shitty comments. But if you don't ever do anything, you can't ever be like that thing you're aspiring to be.
Never. And then you have to suck at something. Listen.
It sucks.
As a creative, it sucks to suck as a creative. So I really get that. Like validation is important for creatives. I feel like even me, definitely your validation, if you don't get it, it's something you've done a video
and you're really like passionate about it.
And then when you don't get it, it chips into your confidence for sure. That's a major one. Oh my god, for real. So for me, the second and most important, crucial, biggest elephant in the room is the way social media will alter your expectations. On your people, like on your relationships, like the expectations you have of people you interact with, right? Platonically or romantically. Dude, kwanza this era for my man. For CJ, my man sent me 1,000 roses with 1,000 bobs. 1,000 bobs. And like my man has been doing blah 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 for me, or like my friends, like you remember that car, oh my god, that's a perfect example. The car TikTok for Linda Mudhoni,
the one with her bestie, they exchange iPhones and monies and them.
I was like, what kind of friends, useless friends do
Shidai moja ni hamna pesa.
Hamna and then you're like, oh my god, I wish I could like give to my friends and whatever. But anyway, of course I would not expect my friends to buy me. I mean, if you want to buy me an iPhone, it's fine. But for real, I think ukiona so much content around things that people are doing for their people. And you have your people that you love, and you're happily comfortable in your relationships.
You were fine before you saw that.
Yeah, you're fine. You love your friends, you love your man, you love your mom, you love whatever. And then you start seeing what other people are receiving and posting.
And then you start desiring that.
You start desiring it, and it starts impacting like your expectation on your person. So it's the Patricia Bright thing we were saying about how the grand gestures thing. We're in the grand gesture era.
By day.
Oh my God! At least you're being flown out than today. So you're being flown out in like by your boyfriend all day, every day. Uko Dubai, sijui uko happy. You're being proposed to after 6 months. Uko shopping, unabaiwa bags as like Nairobi. Oh my God! There's a baby I watch on YouTube. I'm like, we're in Nairobi together. What? Anyway, but yeah. So for me, I'm experiencing in real time, like, because I'm in a new relationship I care about. Napata. Yes, such a sweetie.
It's not Nini. It's not irrational for that to happen, because like that's literally the natural next step. Is for when you're so exposed to this kind of content, is to think, Nini.
If he wanted to, he would.
When was the last time I got a gift? When was the last time I got sijui what? When was
flowers.
The last time? You know, but then you
flowers
forget.
Are big.
Yeah, I mean, and it's nice.
I'm saying right now, like,
they are big.
I think vendors have come up because of this expectation. Demand, relationships.
And I think you forget, like, this person is loving you in other. I mean, barring the fact that you're not in a toxic relationship or anything abusive. Like, let me put a disclaimer there.
Definitely.
You forget that this person has been loving you in other ways, smaller ways, that you don't even register because umezoea, first of all. Ama to see chenye you're looking for in the exact moment. So let's say they've done what? Let's say they filled your car. Then you're like, me, I didn't get flowers. So you're focused on the wrong thing. You're focused on the flowers you didn't get. And yet here there's a perfectly nice gesture someone has done for you. Clearly they were thinking of you and your day. One can argue it's even better than flowers.
Like it's making your life significantly
easier. But now because you're so focused on what niliona nani akifanyiwa social media. Now
and even if you're not even focused, like you just saw a post. And then you're like
in a shift.
In a linger for your brain, you're like, and then you become like even resentful.
When even was the last time I got
When was the last? You're like, but they where were you useless boyfriend? Only 2,000. You've not given me 2,000. Anyway, but yeah, that is a big one for like relationships.
For sure.
And like the language. I think if he wanted to, he would. That one I wanted to address that because now. He might want to and not be able to. I'm sorry.
And he might do other things as well. Like it doesn't have to be exactly. Because like you have to even in your partner, you don't do everything that they might expect. But like if they're only focusing on the things that you don't do that they want you to do, and the other things that you are doing that are also making life easier, then it becomes unapoteza like a good thing because of
the fights start coming from nowhere. You're just resentful and he doesn't even know our poor boyfriends. It's like you don't even wait, but I thought we were okay. Like we have all these difficult conversations, we have dates, we do what, we talk all the time, we hang out, we have fun.
Last I checked.
And that time, the person who posted, like there's a day I saw a post by Joy Moraya, she's a tweep. Then I'll come and and then she posted this nice setup. Ilikuwa like someone has set up a nice decor for the partner or something. So Nile and post zile za, oh my God, I'm not loved. Am I a monkey? You know how people are like, am I a spoon?
Am I a stone?
And then later she came back with an awkward story around that whole setup. Apparently it was like a couple that had issues or like the girlfriend was overcompensating for something. I don't know, just whatever. Her point was just you will see things on social media and think they are what you want, but really are they?
You don't know.
Are they?
Because even if you say like it's like when you see relationships on social media and like I want that. Are you sure you want that? Because you don't really know what happens behind those closed doors. And you might be living in the sky right now. Ukienda huko umeenda hell, but because it looks good. Then I guess. And the same goes for like taking advice from people online. Like advice usually reflects the reality of the advisor. So if you're seeing posts and someone is talking to you, and chances are you'll see a post about whatever is bugging you at the moment.
All the time.
Ni kama wana
but then what's up? It's like there's brainwaves. TikTok is just like
you just see exactly what it is the issue is. And then you've seen the perspective of that one person, and especially if they agree with you. Hata hakuna second
you
guess.
will not even question.
There's
You will not
questioning or
introspect.
thinking or even doing anything. Even I mean, I'm not done. I can never be the one in the wrong.
Yeah, it's not me. How can I be participating in my own suffering? There's no way.
Never.
It's this toxic person who doesn't get me flowers.
And then you know those words like throwing them around. I feel like they're being thrown around so
a lot lately.
Recklessly.
Very.
And it's not even something. Let's say like someone forgot to close the door. That's toxic.
Girl.
Can we be for real?
No, even being messy is not toxic, in my opinion. I'm sorry.
It's not.
What is toxic is someone taking you for granted and you coming through for them in the house, taking that for granted. That is toxic. But like if your partner is messy, I mean he's messy, and how are we working around that?
Yeah, like let's find solutions.
Yeah, but now when you're so into like watching and kwanza these things it's a red flag if I'ma leave him, if I'ma leave her, if I'ma blah blah blah, and then you'll be like, wait, but now you do your list. You take your list.
No, of like, is he toxic?
Is he toxic?
Is that
do we share the same values? No. We kwanza no. Yeah. But anyway, my point with that is it's important to draw your own values, preferences, expectations outside of what you're seeing in other people's relationships and friendships and whatever. And ndio ujue usiekee watu wako pressure na maybe it's something you need to be nurturing at that time.
Yeah.
And you're sabotaging it. Yeah.
And even take everything with a grain of salt. Like, don't be trusting people out here. Mtu anaweza amka asubuhi amwe hata story ya jaba from morning to evening.
Yeah.
And you're over there invested
in their life.
Umesikiza yako yote.
And you want to live like them and you want to do what they're saying.
And you don't even know, like ako mahali tu akiandika fairy tales.
Yeah.
And now it has affected your whole day and your whole relationship.
Yeah, and now you're fighting with your man.
Tabaki single peke yako.
You'll be back in the dumpster of the streets. Anyway, but yeah, that is a major one for sure. Altering expectations, for sure.
Yeah, I think it goes hand in hand with Nini. Like that notion of the grass is always green on the other side.
Destination addiction.
Yeah, what you see, unaona pale, I should be living like that person, I should be doing that exactly. Or like if you think, if I leave this person and I look for someone with these qualities that I've been told, these are the ones, then I'll be sorted. I'll be happy forever.
Yeah.
No, you won't.
No.
Utaenda huko upate demons zingine.
In fact, because you've not gone back within me, na feeling ni kama as long as you're operating uku superficial, so you're jumping from good to good, from what you're not learning from the process or the experience that you're in, because there's so many external voices. Social media negative external voices go hand in hand. So you can't. What am I saying?
You can't see your part in anything.
Exactly.
You're just seeing how, me, I've been wronged. There's no point in which, in this whole process, you're sitting down to be like, okay, it takes two to tango. So like, let's say if it's gotten to a point where people are not talking to each other, or like expectations seem to be way off, what part have you played in that? Because it didn't happen in a vacuum. You were in a coma and things were just happening to you.
Yeah.
Like that's the point in which now you go back to the drawing board. The solution is not to find another person and now go project your opinions and your problems onto them and hope that they are going to solve that thing in you.
Yeah.
That only you can solve. Utashinda hivyo.
Yeah. I think kwanza, even that brings me to this for promoting difficult conversations. I think when you find yourself going through that, it's important even to tell your partner. Like, but it's hard though.
It's easier said than done.
I'm just
definitely.
Ebu, let me ask you by this something. So, is it necessary for your person to post you?
For me personally?
Yeah, you personally. Of course.
No, but I think it also depends on the kind of person they are.
Okay.
Like if they're the kind of person that posts regularly and they post their person, then I would feel away because kwani mimi
post. Yeah. What if it's a person who is on social media but they don't post their partners and they won't post?
I'm fine. I don't. It's not an expectation for me.
I think I'm going through that right now. I don't know what I feel. I don't know what I feel. Me, I'm a poster. I'm a poster.
Maybe that's why you feel like that.
Yeah, I post people I love. I'm just like, it's easy for me.
It's a love language for you.
It's a love language for me. Why are you not posting me?
I only paid.
Like you're ashamed of me. Look at me. What? Seriously, mbona unipost? And then maybe him is just like, si postingi.
Postingi.
But that one I'm experiencing, and it's difficult. It's difficult to draw. Why do I need to be posted also? Why is it important for me?
These are things now that are newer problems for new age relationships. These types of thing.
Yeah.
Like I want to be posted na how ni post or how I'm be what, because essentially it's like claiming you in public. Why aren't you doing that for me? And now the only thing you can do for yourself is to figure out why that's a need.
Yeah.
For you.
And how much of a need it is.
Of a need is it? And is it something you can do without, or is it like me?
Yeah, at we are breaking up because you don't post me. It's valid.
Have their own value system.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's for you to figure out how important it is.
Yeah. I mean, you can imagine if he posts everybody except you.
See, now that's definitely a problem.
Yeah, that's definitely a problem.
Maybe alieka boundary. Alisema mimi, that's the last person I'm posting, I post them.
And then maybe he's telling you he wants to be with you forever. So you'll never post me? What are you telling me?
Post selfies kila time.
No.
Picha yake peke yake.
I think that one is still an issue. We'll talk about that.
It's its own problem.
Yeah, it's its own problem, but it's a problem. I think I'm a poster for people.
I think it's definitely an issue now because of social media and where we are at.
Yeah.
Definitely, I think that people need to figure out where they are at with.
Yeah.
Because especially if the more active people are, the more expectations
they want to be seen. You want to be, I don't know, it's perception. You want the perception people have of you. You want to maintain a certain perception.
For sure.
You want people to claim you, to validate you as a good person, as a what.
Even me nakuanga na mtu ananipenda.
By the way, na si hata mmoja actually, kadhaa.
I've been loved.
By the way, I need someone to comment and tell me, does it matter to you if you're not posted or if you're posted?
I'm curious to see what people think.
I feel like most babes want to be posted.
I'm very curious to see what, even, and especially dudes also. Dudes who are with babes who are like very active on social media. I'm very curious to see, do you care if she posts you? If she is it even an issue that she posts a lot? Like, I'm really curious.
I feel like most dudes are just like it's a double standard. They don't want a babe that posts a lot, but they don't want a babe that looks single. So what do you want?
Is looking single?
You appear single, but it's a thing though. You can
like appearing single online.
Online, yeah. You just don't look like you have a man in your life.
What the fuck does that mean?
You'll be posting your titties. You're always asking niggas for money on the timeline.
Oh my god.
There's babes who do that all day.
Send lunch money.
Send money. Oh my god. And your dude maybe sent you money, Jana. Oh, it's so cringe, honestly, but not for everybody.
Yeah. But I'm also curious about that. Like if another man sends you a babe money, how do you feel about that?
We need to ask a dude. I wish we had a dude here.
We'll get a,
Is it
we shall get a dude and ask all these
They
questions.
feel bad. I feel like I've seen conversations on Twitter about like ati demu yako akibaiwa simu na mtu. Like do you mind it? Do I throw it away? Nimebaiwa iPhone 14 but the yangu just a follower has bought me a phone. So now are you feeling like your capacity is threatened?
And I feel the main question is, why is this person buying you a phone?
It's because they love me like as a person.
Who do you love? Which stranger do you love? You can send 100,000.
It's not
like that.
See, a follower.
I
don't.
Anyway, we are going to get dudes. One social media dude, one non-social media dude.
Yeah. And then they tell us. But tell us in the comments, because me, I feel like on social media you have to draw boundaries also in your relationship. There's couples, there's different types of couples where yes, you're really together and you love each other, blah blah blah, no insecurities. And online it's a different perception. People think you're single. People think you're flirting with everybody, and that's your dynamic.
You've decided like that's the picture you're
going with.
You're projecting. Yeah. Both of you.
Yeah. It's a lot. So kuna wenye wamepanga hivyo alafu you're there, you're wondering why is your relationship weird.
We need an in-depth conversation for that.
For that one, for relationships. Yeah. And the third, what was my third one? I forget my points.
Mine was basically like cyberbullying. Any form of cyberbullying, first of all, is very extreme. And it's very easy to be confident behind a screen when the person you're saying hurtful things to, when you don't have to face the consequences of your actions.
Yeah.
Because you're just saying mean shit and then going to sleep or whatever. So the other person might be like heartbroken or crying or depressed or whatever on the other side. they might even go as far as to commit suicide, but you won't see that impact. So tomorrow you'll just wake up in the morning and do it again.
Yeah.
And I feel like what I would challenge is if you usually find yourself saying mean shit online,
yeah,
I would really want to know. No, I don't even want to know. Like you could, what I want is like Julie's. Why do you feel the need to attack a complete stranger over things that have nothing to do with anyone but them?
Yeah.
Like this is it's
something that's not affecting your life.
People fighting there and then when they uingilie kuambia wewe ni mbuzi. Kwa nini?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's that strange.
Yeah.
I challenge if you're ever anywhere saying negative things. I mean, I get feeling the thing, but you don't have to react to everything you feel.
Yeah.
You don't have to act on everything.
Yeah. I think people forget there's lives behind accounts.
There's a real person.
Yeah.
Like it's not a
it's not a bot. Yeah, even today nimeamkia nini Kamene Goro has posted a tweet in the morning on Instagram. She's so upset, like she's saying how people are like fixating on her life and like commenting these negative things and they think they have her figured out and blah 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 and and then there's always this disparity between now people think you should not tetea yourself and you should defend yourself and then I feel like when you're on the receiving end, listen, and I'm a tweep. I'm a person who is on Twitter a lot.
You have been on the receiving
I've been on the receiving end of like nonsense, so to speak. And you find that hata kama you're strong, you're assertive, you're bold, I feel like it's very difficult for someone to bully me genuinely as a person. But sometimes when it's online, it's messages. Ni kama the difference between mtu akwambia, wewe mjinga, blah, 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 blah. And like, you're a stupid idiot.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different. Like the impact, you will internalize it more. So when it's like on Twitter, you're on the receiving end and people are bashing you or saying things about you, and you're just like, it's eating into who you are. Like I feel like it's such a big conversation, and many people get told. I was telling, I met someone, and then we were talking about how you can have a thing online. Something happens, something blows up for you. And then people are talking about you and claiming things, the most outrageous rumors about you. And then you're like a creative there. You want to create content. And then you find that it's been 2 weeks. You're unable to even talk on your camera.
Anything.
You're unable to post the things you usually post. You're unable to talk about the things you like because of the bullying.
There's comments. There's always someone has something to say about everything.
Yeah.
And I think also because you read it in your tone. You know, it's one thing if I'm insulting you here, I've assigned it my tone, so you can be like, whatever.
Yeah.
But when you're reading it and you're reading it in your own tone, I feel like
it's so, you really internalize it more.
Yeah.
Internalize it in your own whatever, based on your own past, your lenses, your lens, your what. Like to say, you have your trigger is mtu kukuita umbwa. Genuinely, that's mine. Like that's the worst insult. After you'd rather call me a hoe or whatever. And then someone calls you that online. Yeah. You'll just, I feel like the impact is deep. The impact is very, very deep. And that one needs to be talked about. Like, I feel like it's talked about.
It is, but it needs to be hammered.
Yeah. And internalized on the perpetrators more. Like
and not focus, the victims. Like, don't defend yourself. Oh, defend yourself. Oh, that's neither here nor there. Why are people so... Because even like, I'm thinking also parasocial relationships play a part in it. Because you see someone online, you think you know them. Just because you see them every day.
Right.
And they talk every day and you've heard their voices and you've seen their faces and you're like, Aish, mi najua huyu mzee. I feel it's the same. The person who's attacking you and the person who's defending you, they all have some sort of parasocial relationship with you.
Right.
Where they feel like they know you and they can stand for your values.
You're preaching.
Let me remind you people, you don't know anybody. Yeah. Ule mtu unajua ni mwenye mnakuanga na yeye hapo. And even then.
How many times even your friend will post something and you're like, Allah.
How do you anything? You don't know any of these people.
Yeah, just because we hanged out last week doesn't mean I know what you're going through this week. And now you have a right to post whatever it is you're posting.
I posted where I was. I posted I was with my friends. I posted I was having fun in Nini.
Yeah.
Then this week I post whatever and then it's like, oh my God, she's really going through.
Relax. And then also there's this thing on social, like me, the way I take pics, I'm always smiling or like I'm always talking like, hi guys, when you say like you're going through something and like Sly and you're always so happy, you're bubbly, you're jovial, you're what? No, but actually when you actually not even that, unapata mimi as a person, Sly, most times I'm more sad. Not sad. I'm more not bubbly and laughing and jumping all the time. It's just because the camera is on.
Just even from Tene, just think from the pictures.
Yeah.
Smile.
Yeah. It's just a thing I'm used to doing, but that doesn't mean I'm just a happy-go-lucky 24/7 person. So that's not my identity.
You don't know.
It's the thing you've seen.
The thing is, you don't know the person and what they are posting.
Yeah.
I think the best example was Nini. Historia Lizzo when it came out, and everyone is like, "Oh my god, I can't believe her."
Especially her. But you don't know her.
You don't know this babe at all.
Literally.
Who told you? Everything you saw was like carefully curated and branded and PR'd and all the buzzwords for marketing.
Yeah.
And now you feel like you know this person, which I guess was like the ultimate goal is to make
people
as
feel
relatable
like
as possible.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's important to remember that is not real life. Real life is what is happening beyond the camera. Even your real life is not whatever universes you're creating with the things you're reading online. Switch it off. Go and focus on yourself.
Yeah, focus on yourself.
Focus.
In fact,
all your goals, focus.
That is the point even of all this. Even with even our whole message of this podcast, now to the bullies. Like the people, the perpetrators, the people who are usually online just insulting people, making the meanest comments, just perpetrating depression. I'm sorry, suicide.
No, it is.
You're the one. It is your fault.
You're contributing.
Yeah, you're contributing. So you look within. Please, be my biggest message in life.
Focus.
Go back within and ask yourself, how many times, babe, have you seen a post and been like, this is crazy, and you just leave it.
Yeah, because it's not my mess.
Yeah, it's not my mess. It's not affecting you. So why go then and tell somebody, oh my God, you look so bad in that dress? As in, what? Like, how is it?
They can't go on.
Yeah.
Without you hearing my opinion, you must know.
You must know what I think.
You must know I think that dress is horrible.
You must know I think you're not cute.
That one is so...
Okay.
It's so subjective.
Yeah.
You must know, okay?
You don't have
Thank
to.
you.
Not all your opinions need to be heard. I'm sorry.
Genuinely.
Yeah, just keep your
I feel
hateration
like
to yourself.
not everyone needs to have a voice.
Yeah. Not everyone needs to be heard.
To be heard.
Yeah,
okay. You can just be in the bag.
Just be, stalk people who call, tell your friends how much you hate that content creator. But now perpetrating the bullying and the depression and no.
You should take responsibility. Really think about the impact of your things and words. You can't take backwards. Once you've said something,
it's done. It's gone.
And on social media, it's immortalized.
Yeah.
If let's say if someone was to come and do a collage or something of all the things you've ever said, is that really what you want to have said about you?
I mean, for some people, you've not seen people who are self-proclaimed haters. And they love it, and they're just like haters.
You boo.
It's okay if you're just speaking in general.
Just say,
but
think
attacking
about
people,
yourself and your actions and why they need you feel to do certain things. Even if it's not a bad thing, even if it's just a thing that you cannot explain, but it's just a thing. Because a thought is just a thought until you assign it good or bad.
Yeah.
But really think about it.
Yeah.
And that's the message we would like to leave you with today. Is like, go back to the drawing board when things happen.
Yeah.
You cannot control how anybody else reacts or how the world behaves or anything, but you can control yourself. So go check.
Yeah.
Mimi, how did I contribute to it? And then fix that and leave it at that. Because that's all you can do.
Yeah. Literally. Actually, me even, I've just, umeongea tu nikakumbuka, the perfect case scenario that I observed literally, physically, it was like a choice I had to make on the comment I will make. Ile story ya Eli, ya Bolt. Ilikuwa ya Bolt or something. Like Bolt had been demonized for like a few days, and then he posted content for Bolt, and then now I went to see now the comments. I went to comment because even me, I felt like, what are you doing? But now when I started seeing like, shame on you, you whatever, stupid, whatever. People are really like going in on him as a person. And I get it. Maybe you're the biggest advocate for whatever, safety and security in the country. It's okay. But you don't have to. I felt like it was more a comrade power thing.
Yeah, and it took away from the actual
It took away from the
which
conversation.
was Bolt is trash.
Yeah, and I respected the people who would be like, Bolt, not for me. Why would you even need for Bolt? Why blah blah blah?
Yeah,
But
like,
not
keep it about what it is about.
what it is about. Not at you're stupid. Even the way you dress is not at
But it's like you've been waiting,
So you're a hater. You're jealous. I'm sorry. You're jealous.
Hate for hate.
And it's like you need to introspect. Like, why do I need to? Yeah. So yeah.
Kwa hayo machache.
I think we'll just keep the convo going
Yeah.
on the things that we go through generally as adults
Young
of today,
adults, yeah.
young adults of today,
Yeah.
and how they're impacting our day-to-day lives and our internal lives and
Yeah.
our social lives and our society at large.
Alright,
Oh my
thank you
God.
so much for joining us this time. I really want you guys to comment and nataka kusikia sana.
Yeah.
I'm really curious.
Yeah.
Haya. Okay, thank you for joining us, guys.
Thank you, and see you on the next
time.
episode.
Bye.